Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Lorwyn Eclipsed Draft here on the channel. Huge thanks to Wizards for the free early access to this event so I could get this recorded early. Let's dive on in and see what we're working with here. Our rare is Collective Inferno. Not my favorite type of card. It's 5 mana, and you choose a creature type, you double all damage the sources you control of the chosen type would deal. Now, you can end up with a deck like Goblins, where you have a bunch of Goblins in play, but I still don't love this card because if you are in a situation where you're like behind, you don't have a ton of creatures in play, things are going wrong, this card won't really help you in those situations. Instead, I'd rather get like a removal spell. I do like Cinder Strike, deals 4 damage a lot of the time. Or it can deal 2 damage without having to blight. So that's a pretty decent option. And then I like Tweeze, which deals 3, and then you discard a card, draw a card. There's some more committal cards, like Boggart Mischief, which only really fits well into I think fits at its best in like a black-red deck. Then there's like Mist Meadow Council, which I like as well. I kind of want to try starting with a Cinder Strike. I think it's a good card. I also kind of want to try starting with a Boggart Mischief to see if we can get that to work. Let's just take Cinder Strike to start with. I think that versus Tweeze is close, but I'm down to start with the Cinder Strike and see where that leads me. Now, pick 2. Well, I don't like Rimefire Torque. It's a rare. You need to choose a creature type, and when a permanent you control the chosen type enters, you put a charge counter onto this. So you have to have this come into play early, and then your reward is you could like double instants and sorceries, but you have to have a lot of creatures come into play correctly before that works. Here, I'm leaning towards taking like Sting Slinger. It's a goblin. Can deal some extra damage to the opponent if the game stalls out. It's got a repeatable way to blight. I kind of wish I'd taken the Boggart, whatever the black uncommon was. There's also Liminal Hold as a fine removal spell. This is just kind of a pack that I'm not thrilled about. Marrow Sky Swimmer's okay. Burning Curiosity is fine. I'm just going to take the Assert Perfection. 2 mana kill spell for green. I'm pretty happy playing that card a lot of the time. Okay, now there is Moonlit Lamenter. So nice little synergy piece with Cinder Strike. I just think this card's really, really strong. I like it in like any white deck, like white, black, and white, red especially. But anything that has Blight is going to be really good with this card. Just turns any Blight cards into actual card advantage. So I'm really happy to have Cinder Strike to go with it too. I also like Reluctant Downguard. I think this card's pretty solid. I think Liminal Hold is pretty solid. I almost took Liminal Hold over Assert Perfection. It would have worked out better, but I think Assert Perfection is pretty important for the green decks because green doesn't get a ton of interaction, but Lamenter's really strong. I like to take the Shocklands either in packs that are really weak or packs where like I already know I'm those colors, but I like Lamenter. Okay. We're once again in a situation that's a little tricky. This draft would have been really interesting if I'd started with the black uncommon. Because I could have gone black uncommon into whatever, Cinders, black uncommon into like a bunch of goblin cards, I think. Warren Torchmaster. So I can blight 1 every turn, which is a good synergy piece with Moonlit Lamenter. Encumbered Regery can remove counters. Maybe I'm supposed to take this for this strategy. I'm going to just take Changeling Wayfinder, I think. Give myself maximum flexibility here. Maybe that's wrong. I just don't love this card unless I get like more than 1 card like Moonlit Lamenter. And now there's Pummeler for hire, which is just such a strong green card. I've just been so impressed by this one. What colors am I not seeing? I'm not seeing any blue, really. Like, these are blue cards, but not like mono blue cards. And I'm not seeing any black, really. So blue and black aren't really being seen. I'm seeing a lot of red and green. I think Gristle Glutton's pretty cool. Good little way to get Moonlit Lamenter going. Moonlit Lamenter's just really good in general, though. Moonlit Lamenter's probably my best card, but Pummeler for hire is really messed up. So I'm going to take this one here over the 2 red cards. I am seeing a lot of red, though. Okay, now there's a Crossroads Watcher. There's also Unwelcome Sprite, so this is a good blue card. I haven't seen a ton. I mean, I've been seeing like somewhat consistent red. I think this card's the best card in the pack by a pretty wide margin. take the Sprite or the Crossroads Watcher? Let's take the Sprite. I feel like I can get 3 drops a little easier. Now I'm going to take the Encumbered Reejerey over Flamekin and Kolarath Zealot, I think. Could take this, but I think green-white's going to be a decent home for me. Or maybe red-white. Brambleback Brute's pretty decent for that. There's another Changeling Wayfarer. So I could just try to build like a blue-green deck that splashes around a lot. So many tough choices in these drafts already. Let's just try building red-white maybe. See how that feels. Ooh. Blighted Blackthorn. I don't really have any black cards, so I'm just not going to go into black. Just going to play red-green probably. Brambleback Brute now. Get a 2-mana 1/3 that can help fix my mana for any vivid cards I want. I could just splash white for the Moonlit Lamenter as well. I feel like I struggle in these formats sometimes. I mean, I have so many 3-drops that I don't really care about missing out on the 3/3 that I took card over. Okay, well, we're going into red. This card's messed up. But we were already trying to play red to some degree, I think. The Pummeler for Hire is also messed up, as I already said. The Bold Weir Aggressor is pretty good, especially if you have some Changelings. Gristle Glutton could be okay. Wouldn't mind Mist Meadow Council. But this is just an easy giant flyer. So this one's really hard to use. I don't think it's very good. Additional cost to cast, you choose a creature type and behold 2 creatures of that type. Search for a creature card with mana value X or less, reveal, put it in your hand, then shuffle. If you reveal 2 creatures of the type, put it into play instead. I just think it's too many hoops to jump through. I'd rather just get a Sizzling Changeling. When it dies, you exile it, a top card. And then you can play that card until the end of your next turn. A little bit more consistent. Fits into one of my main colors that I already have. Happy to have it. Okay, now I think we take Cinder Strike. There is also Bloodline Bidding, but this is black. It's not a color I'm playing, but returns all creatures of the chosen type. I don't have a ton of creatures that share one type, though. But Cinder Strike's really good, and red is a color I'm playing now that I have Spinerock Tyrant. I now especially want Moonlit Lamenter because it's so good with my Cinder Strikes. My Brambleback Brutes are also decent with Cinder Strikes. I've got some good synergies in that regard. Not splashing blue. I will splash the Moonlit Lamenter almost certainly if I can get even a little bit more fixing. I don't have any 2-drop creatures right now. So this thing does damage every time I put a counter on something. I don't have that many things that put counters, but I have a little. If I'm splashing white, I could splash for this. Could also use this, but this is like a splash card that helps you splash, but also requires you to have multiple colors of permanents in play to make it work. It can always get 1 basic land, but it's just not very good, I don't think. Let's take Spiral into Solitude. We can be like a green-red. I mean, we don't even have that many green cards that we like. We could just play red-white. Yeah, maybe we just play red-white. Decent green card. Makes it even trickier. Blue-red. Take a Gleamer Gifter. Abandon my white cards. This is tricky, 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 tricky. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the green. I have 4 green cards. I think going into blue is a little tricky at this point. But I'd rather play red-white. Okay, well, this card's messed up, so we're taking this no matter what. Remove counters from this creature. Give our creatures flying. It just ends the game so easily. I would like Gristle Glutton. We're currently choosing between our white as a secondary color and green as a secondary color. I mean, red was pretty much decided by getting the Spine Rock Tyrant, but other than that, this choice might come down to whether we get some 2-drops in a certain color. Like one Regery is really making a big case for white right now. You have to have a good curve in these formats. Sourbred Ante, sure. Blight 2 plays well with Moonlit Lamenter. Burning Curiosity, no. Okay. Sure, we'll take Kolrath Zealot. Give ourselves a little bit of more fixing just in red. That could be good. There's also Great Forest Druid. I don't think we really are a Great Forest Druid deck, though. What? We wield Pummeler for hire? This card's like impossible for aggro decks to beat. I'm just going to play green-red and splash the white cards I want. Perfect. We get a 2-drop back. Nice little, another mid-rangey green card. Like, we just have a good green-red mid-rangey deck. Pack 3. Okay, what do we see here? Well, we see Grub's Command. I don't think we want to splash black for this, though. It's kill a creature, then we can like try to find goblins. We don't have a lot of goblins or even changelings. There's Gnarlbark Elm. We don't want to try to splash this. I think we'd rather just take Giant Fall, get ourselves another kill spell that goes with all of our big creatures. The real key is going to be finding 2-drops here. Green-red splashing white right now. This is technically splashable, but we don't really want to splash it. Kill spells can go over here in this pile. Don't really want to play Guilt Leaf Embrace. I kind of want the Foraging Wickermaw, but at the same time, I don't want to take it here. I think I'd rather take Feed the Flames, 4-mana deal 5, or Assert Perfection, but I don't have a lot of early creatures to work with this. This is like a value spell. Maybe I'll just take the 2-drop. I have a decent amount of removal spells already. I already have 2 copies of Assert Perfection. I don't need to take random. Let's just take the Wickermaw. Burning Curiosity gets me a lot of value. This is going to be hard to cast. Let's just take another Wickermaw. We'll be the Wickermaw deck. King of the Wickermaw Frontier. Bristlebane Outrider is just a crazy good card. I have enough 2-drops now. They're all pretty defensive, but I have 4 2-drops. I don't need to take a Lissalana Informant. Let's take either the Luminolisk or the Bristlebane Outrider. Which would I rather have? It's a tough pick. 2/4 Death Touch gains me a couple life. Or the more aggressive option. I want a little bit more aggression in my deck, I think. A little bit more pressure. Sure, I'll take Mist Meadow Council now. Beautiful. Get a little Kithkin action. A little bit of value, a little bit of Kithkin. I mean, I have a good number of giants too, don't I? I have 5 giants. I wish I could take Bold Weir Aggressor here. Giving my giants double strike seems messed up. But I think I'd rather just get the 2-drop. That can be good in the late game. That was a tough pick. Flamekin can get elementals. How many elementals do I have? 2 plus 2 shapeshifters. So this has some chance of hitting. I don't think I'll play it though. Tough draft. I could play Blight Rot solely off of my Wicker Moss. Ooh, I do like the Burning Curiosity here. Wow, Great Forest Druid came back. I feel like I'm ending up in these kind of janky piles, but I think they're pretty decent. Okay. We're not going to play any of these cards that are in our sideboard. That's okay. We could play this over the Reckless Ransacking. Okay, we're not going to splash black. That just doesn't make me... is unnecessary. We're only going to play one Plains to go get with our Changeling. Because we have 4 of these guys. Changeling, this, Noggle Robber. We have enough sources, I think. Plus this can go get it. 17 lands, Great Forest Druid. I don't know if any we need. We kind of want Great Forest Druid. We have a lot of expensive cards. We're going to cut a card there. Cut one of those. Don't want the Archer. Don't really need the Embrace. I guess we can cut Bristleback Brute. Giant Fall. Another Wickermaw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 drops is the bare minimum I want. We have a few cards to use our counters advantageously. Would I rather have another Luminolisk? Probably. But I already have Luminolisk plus these 2 guys do a lot of work. 2 more cuts. My top end cards are all really good. Sourbread Auntie could get cut. It's like a 1-card army, which I do like. Maybe I cut some removal. So I have Spiral into Solitude. I have these are value cards. 2 Assert Perfections. I guess that's kind of it, isn't it? My creature count's pretty high, 19. Yeah, I'm gonna cut some creatures. Let's cut the Brute. And then I will cut a Wickermaw, maybe. Okay, yeah, this will be the deck. Ooh, interesting effort here. We'll see how it goes. If I draw that Tree Folk plus its synergies, it's going to be really awesome. And as we get ready for the games, I would like to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon. If you're enjoying my videos and you'd like to support my mission to make draft accessible for people at all skill levels, Patreon's the place to go. You also gain access to cool bonus content like my card by card tier list and format thoughts document. Special shout out to those patrons who supported the credits level. It makes a tremendous difference. Okay, round 1. We have a keeper. Sizzling Changeling into Bristlebane Outrider. Got this to refuel in the late game. We even have this to cycle and find our planes. Pretty nice. Against red-black, I love having the Pummeler for hire. Oh, I hate to see that card. That card is so good. Okay. If they can put 3 counters on this, they can kind of like draw 3 cards almost. Super annoying. If they kill this, though, I get my own form of value. Land. Booyah. They're going to get some crazy card advantage here. We can't really stop it, sadly. Hopefully they don't get 3 spells they can play. Yep. So they did sacrifice their own thing to get these 3 cards. And they can only play 1 of them. So they sacrificed a card and they can play 2 of them, I guess. So they drew a card, which is unfortunate. Okay, so have to kill that thing. Okay. That's okay for me. Sourbread Auntie's going to be really good in this situation. And this is always good. I love the Pummeler for hire. Play it pre-combat so this guy grows. Crunch. Okay. Seer, okay. I guess maybe I should have played this first and put the counters on this. This is a classic block. You block with both so that they don't get to trample over. That's a good draw. Interesting. This card is probably way better than I've been giving it credit for. It seems really good every time I see it. I'll bring back a permanent next turn. For now, I'm just going to do this. The Gristle Glutton doing serious work. Then Duelan Weaver is going to do serious work too. I have 2 lethal threats. Boom, got the win. Just how we drew it up. Nice little bit of value. We gained 8 life from our 2 giants. That was pretty great. Our Kithkin 3/5 was pretty useful as well. I think having 5 toughness made a big difference. We'll move straight to the next game. I don't tend to make as many changes in games that I win unless there's something like egregious. But I think this deck was pretty well constructed right now. There's so many playables in this format. There's always so many options, I feel like, when I'm building. Though maybe it's because I've been playing these kind of decks that have a lot of options naturally. This is a great hand. 2-drop, 3-drop. Or turn... Oh, thank goodness. It doesn't matter. I can still play this next turn. Turn 3, turn 4. I'd rather have a 4-3 than a 0-4. At least that's my initial logic. But I trade the 4-3 for the 1-1. I guess that's a tough choice as well. Okay, well, we can't let that happen. So if they attack, they could have +2/+2, which nobody really plays. They could have +3/+3. I'm fine trading the 1/1s off. Yep, it's fine. We're just sending in. We have to trade with the Death Toucher eventually. And we really can't afford to let them just spend mana on this every turn. They can make it a 4/5. Like, my goodness. That's so much power and toughness. Okay, that's never going to win, so I'm pretty happy they're doing that. That's a huge draw as well. Might seem weird to do it on this guy, but I'm going to kill this guy. Even though they have plenty of other things to spend their mana on. Yep. Trades must go on. I feel like almost impossible to beat in a race with this deck. I'm trying to make sure I get at least one activation out of this, especially if they can't expect it. So I play this, activate it, send something to the sky. They have 3 cards, I have 2 cards. My cards in play are much better, though. See, I used to be in a rush because they had this 1/1 that was going to really wreck me. But now I don't have to be in as much of a rush. So this 3/3 has a nice attack. I don't care if it trades with any of their guys. This thing could trade with any of their things too, and I would be okay with it. I guess I don't have a red permanent, so I only gained 1 life from this. So I should have done that pre-combat, maybe. We gained 1 extra life. They're surveilling at the end of each turn. See, that's a good draw. Why would you tap me like this? Why, Santa Claus? Why? Why are they taking down our Christmas tree? Like, geez Louise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I don't have to use a treasure. So they get rid of a creature to go get a better creature. Okay, that's a little scary, I'll admit. So I'm a little afraid of this. So this thing wants to kill something. I don't think they have a spell. I'm going to kill their Death Toucher. Buff up my Death Toucher. This should go decently for me. Yep, that's a good block for them. But it does mean they don't have great blocks for my other stuff necessarily. Okay. Maybe that was a choke. I don't know. I traded a 6/7 and a 4/4 off. And killed a 4/4 and a 2/4. But I did 7 damage. Probably not worth it, honestly. I'm regretting my decisions greatly. Because most of my damage came from the flyer that I got through. And losing this guy means I don't have as much pressure at all. Should have killed this thing too, maybe. Yeah, mistakes were made. I could have just sat back with my Hovel Hurler. Living the dream. And eventually hit them for 14 with this guy. Yeah, I messed this game up. I was impatient. I felt rushed early on when they had this guy, and then I just like never restabilized myself to be like, hey, I'm actually kind of winning this game. Yeah, that's game. I can't make this comeback, sadly. The Johnny's too much to handle. I don't think I could have won that game anyway with the fact that they had Crib Swap, but it definitely wasn't a pretty game. I have Spinerock Tyrant. I forgot about that card. I have some kill spells. I just needed to draw them sooner, I guess. Tricky. Man, that was some really bad attacking. I thought I would do more damage. I just didn't even bother really counting it up. That was not my best alpha strike, though. I don't know. It felt like they had some stuff going on, and I had nothing going on. Once I just played out all my big cards, they had too many blockers in the way. The 2-drop that became a 6/6, or it was like a 4/4 at that point, was really problematic. The fact that they could like search for whatever creature they wanted was annoying. Hopefully we can do better this game, though. Okay, we're 1-1. We're going to play 5 rounds with this deck. So we'll have a good shot to get some redemption. Nice. We'll keep this one. Getting the turn 3 Sour Bread ante would be sweet here. Okay, this card's going to be so good for us. Let's play this guy. Get some more mana going. I really want to play the Moonlit Lamenter and before I play my Blight card. That's how I'm going to win this game. So I just have to kill stuff that's going to pressure me early. Yep. They're going to make it a 4/5. I forgot that this has to be done at sorcery speed. I'm so dumb. Oh my gosh, what a blunder. Oh no. It's not the worst, but it's pretty bad. It's going to cost 6 mana to use. Yeah, this thing would be pretty messed up if you could do it at instant speed. And they wouldn't have been able to attack me for as much damage there if I had done this properly. Okay. So I can kill this before they can use it next turn. That's at least good. I would love to kill this, but I can't do that right now. So we'll start by doing this. That's a great draw. Kill that guy. Play my land. Get ready to play this thing out. Spell with a single target. This doesn't target. I don't think Blight 1 is not targeting something. Oh gosh. Tap a creature and put a stun counter on it. The Lamenter, sure. Digging for the land, working out decently well for me. This card isn't relevant, then I could really take over this game. Probably going to triple block this. Because any 2 surviving is enough for me to win the day on that front. And we'll untap my 1/4. I could have played this thing last turn too. That was an option. I'm literally just in survival mode though. So if they have +2/+1 for a couple of guys. Oh, this thing can tap things down. Oh, that's bad. I hope this works. Okay. I didn't play this, but I got some stuff going on. Okay. Am I dead? Maybe I had to play this instead of using my Moonlit Lamenter. Have to block here. Want to block their biggest guys. Like 3, 6, 3, 5, 8. Block here, block here. Would I rather go to 1? Yes, I would. This is not going to do anything. They can give anything they want flying in the future. That's the problem, isn't it? I'm going to be able to gain 2 life with this. 3 life because I have this thing, which will help me stabilize. I have to kill this thing. Other than that, I have to just keep my life total as high as possible, I think. So they're going to deal 3, 6, 8 to me. I'll go to 2. And then I have 1 reach creature. So I won't be quite dead to this thing, just enchanting one of their ground guys. Okay. It's a close game, but I think I'm losing right now. If I can kill this Marrow Sky Swimmer, I can win, though. So I still have hope. Oh, please put the Everstrike's Gift onto that. Oh, no. Okay, don't need that. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Make this a blue permanent. Gain a good chunk of life. And now that I'm not facing just straight up lethal. Oh my gosh, they top decked an unblockable creature? You're absolutely joking me. Oh my actual goodness. Oh, that's huge. What an absolute rip off the top of the old deck. Oh, and because of this, I can actually use both. Okay, that's huge. We're so close to winning this game. We're so close. We're right on the edge here. Yeah. Yes. Come to me, my moonlit lamenter. Oh my gosh, Moonlit Lamenter is so absolutely devastatingly overpowered. Oh, yes. Oh, what a win. Using the Luminalisk to get, we got white, red, green, blue. We gained 4 life off of it. Oh, that was absolutely tremendous. Oh, that was so tremendous. Oh no, because these goblin tokens are black. So we gained the full 5 life. Oh my gosh, I'm a genius. I didn't even notice that. I mean, I should have noticed it when I gained 5 life. I was like, okay, I'll pick blue. Oh, that was so satisfying. Oh, what a sweet win. Oh my gosh, that tree folk is absolutely insane. It's so powerful. And I'm playing it off the splash. It's such a beautiful splash. Oh my gosh, what an absolutely fantastic win. Oh, baby, that was satisfying. Let's go. Okay, welcome to another round. We're keeping this one. Turn 2. This thing can help us find our 4th land if we really need to. Though we'd rather save it, of course. Oh, that's a great draw. That's gotta die. Next turn we can play the Weaver, or we can just play Burning Curiosity. Let's try to dig for our next land. Okay, we'll play the Weaver. No value, but it makes Mist Meadow cost 1 less. Mischievous Sneakling. I'm not going to play around a counterspell. If they have a counterspell, they can counter this instead of the Tyrant. I am not attacking, though. I'm a little worried about. There's a rare that's like a 2/3 that flashes in. It could eat something. They can also just trade. I wouldn't be the worst for them. They didn't have a counterspell last turn. Just like instantly resolved. I'm just jamming my dragon, though. It can be hard to kill a dragon. Okay. So just pure bounce spell. No real advantage from it. Sure. We're just back at it. The dragon is back. Okay. In this case, Crib Swap was actually something that was okay, but yeah, generally not a good card. Let's go Luminalisk. And then we'll play out our land because our Burning Curiosities want us to have as much mana as possible. That seems good. Get a 6/5 into action. Oh, that's going to be super good. I'm really liking our deck here. We have 7 mana, so we can play one of these to look for a land to play this. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. That's unfortunate. play land. Okay. So they have a 5/5 lifelinker. But it's not enough, looks like. Boom. Real satisfying. Our deck is, I mean, we lost that one game, but other than that, we've been cruising. I mean, playing some really good Magic. Not cruising, I mean, the games have been close. I said we'd have a chance for redemption after we lost that game, but now we're 3-1 battling for a 4-1. Let's go. Oh, let us go. Real excited about this one. Ooh, nice. The Foraging Wickermaw. We could have had more of these in our deck. I think they've been performing decently. Keeping this hand for sure. We don't want a mulligan. But if they kill the Foraging Wickermaw, they have no idea how our hand crumbles. Our hand falls apart. The downside of the plains. They mulligan, so that's good for us. They generally won't kill these on turn 2, but maybe they will. Oh, perfect. We will just... We can take a hit from this, so let's just play our Foraging Wickermaw. Get a Surveil action, see what we want to find. Yep, that card's great. One of our best. Okay. I'm going to kill their 3/3. They already run on mulligan. And I don't want to let them surveil to help them get out of it. And also I'm about to play like a Bristlebane Outrider into a Hovel Hurler. We can always just use this thing over and over on this guy until he dies or whatever. It does make this card less relevant, so that was a factor. But a Surveil every turn is pretty powerful. Ouch. This card's pretty good. Give a creature +3/+3, let it fight something, make a 1/1 and copy a Kithkin. Do I want to just make sure I can keep triggering this is the question. I think so. With the Gristle Glutton, I can just do this over and over. I shouldn't have played that Forest. I changed my mind halfway through. But I wanted to make sure I could trigger this thing every turn if I wanted to. Kith Keeper, okay. +3/+. Oh, and flying. Problematic. No longer problematic. That's game. If I do this correctly. Goodbye, Burning Calamity. Nice little combo we've got going, the Glutton plus the Hoarder, Hurler. Yeah, that one game I got way too aggressive. I have so many synergies with the Hurler, I didn't need to like let it die in combat. Definitely a lesson I have learned. Let's just finish them off. They can't block it. This card's been really good. Really nice. Boom. Got the win, 4-1 with this sweet red-green splash white deck. Oh, man. I think it really worked out. 4-1. We lost that one game, but I think I could have maybe won that if I'd been more patient, but it would have been tough regardless with the Ajani coming down. But yeah, one foraging. We ended up only playing one, but it was quite good. Our cards played out really nicely. I felt like we didn't get flooded very much. We had plenty to do with our mana. The Burning Curiosities were nice. Cinder Strike, Burning Curiosity. Anytime we had Moonlit Lamenter, it was just insane. This card's fantastic. It was definitely something that made us want to play white. Hovel Hurler, fantastic. Pummeler for hire, great. Overall, just tons of great cards. If you made it to the end of the video, in the comments section down below, leave hashtag counter wins, because those are some sweet counter synergies and we got some sweet wins using them. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again to Wizards for the free access to this event so I could get this recorded early. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.